Are we filming? Are we going? Are we rolling?
Action.
Is the mic on? Is the microphone on?
The microphone is on.
Yeah, because it wasn't before. Fuck's sakes. Alright, well, welcome to the first episode of Kyle on Cooking. Everyone, it's your breakfast in there. It's 2:37 in the afternoon and you're deciding you finally want to eat your breakfast, eh? Alright, anyways, so today we're going to be cooking some food that is easy, but some people make it a little too easy. So we're gonna show you how to make shitty food good. That's what we're doing here. So first things first, we get all the things we need to make pierogies. That's right, folks. So we need a pan, a pot, a bigger pan. The one I use a lot. That's why it was over there. That's pretty much all the cooking utensils you will need. I guess maybe some spatula type thing. One that won't scratch these nice pans here. Plastic. I have a few different cutting boards. You know, I have this one. I have the wood one. I have this other plastic one. I have another wooden one, but this one is my go-to guy. Hey, how you doing there? Today, on Kyle on Cooking, we're gonna make some old come out of the bag pierogies. And I know a lot of people say gross. Well, turn this shit off then, because these pierogies ain't gross, my friend. Delicioso, no other way. You do them right or you don't do them at all. So right now I'm gonna get some water popping off in here because you gotta boil your rolls before you fry them. That's the way it goes. So bam. I probably have a lid for this somewhere down here. I don't know who has a properly organized pot place, but this isn't the right lid, but it's basically gonna work. So we're gonna put it on there delicately. That's fine. There we go. It's gonna boil. It's water. After we started the water popping off there, I forgot to tell you before that I did off camera. I turned the oven on to 400. So it's at 385. So fuck it, we'll do that first. In the oven goes the bacon. It doesn't burn me. And I don't have to worry about flipping and flopping it around. I'm gonna pop that like that. And I'm gonna remember that I actually need to grab some parchment paper. Gotta make sure I don't grab the box part with my hand. It has bacon grease on it. Put it on here. Boom. Plop down about 7 to 8 slices of bacon for a bag of rolled rogues. Tyrone! Get out of here, dude! Are you fucking serious? And there you go, fucking bada boom, bada bing. As my buddy used to say when we were doing roofs, it's not the Taj Mahal, right? So it doesn't matter how it looks, it's how it tastes. Fuck, and maybe I should cut off some of this so we don't start a fire, right? I'm gonna rip off a bit of this excess. Yeah, I have a history of starting fires in the kitchen one time, so it happens. Happens to me, it can happen to you. So we pop this in there. We're gonna wash our hands. Let's go wash the hands. You gotta wash them as long as you are old. So I am 29 years old, so that means you wash them for 2.9 seconds. Boom, there we go. It's a nice little stable station. So I got my bacon on, so I'm gonna get my nice little veggies popping off here. I had a chef one time tell me that if your eyes are watery when you're cutting onions, to stick your head out the window or out the door or something like that, so the fresh air will cool your eyes down. My suggestion is you stick your head up your arse. Now we're gonna cut these onions into little ringlets. You can sharpen your knife before you do it, and then you won't have to struggle like I am, but whatever, you know? I'm not Gordon Ramsay. I'm just some guy. The last piece of the onion I always find is the hardest to cut. Again, probably if I had a sharp knife it would work a lot better, but frick it anyway, so I don't know, a lot of people don't like to do, wrong spots. A lot of people don't like to do red pepper or any kind of pepper in pierogies. I never really was doing it before either. My girlfriend was the one that showed it to me and I was like, okay, yeah, I can take that from you, you know? I'll give you one good idea in your life. Just kidding, she has lots of good ideas. So, I'm gonna cut this shit up, pop her in there. I don't know if many people know the proper way to get a pepper taken apart, but this is, I don't know if it's the proper way, but this is the way I was shown. Boom. That's cleaned out like a guy in prison. So, again, I don't know if I said this episode, but when I cook and I prep, I clean as I go, because it just makes it way better, because then when your food's done, you just get to eat it. You don't have to worry about fucking cleaning it up after when you're all tired because you're all full and you're probably baked. So, I'm not a big fan of having a big mess after I'm done, so I try and clean as I go. After here, I was kind of weary about because of Corona and whatnot going on right now, and this was literally the last red pepper left there. So I'm like, well, this has obviously fucking been touched by about 14, 15 people, minimum. So I said, frick it. I put it under some water and we're good. You see those? There we go. We're gonna bring them in here, put them right next to the water. We're gonna put it on about 7, we'll put it on a 6 out of, what is it? What does this go to, 10? So we'll put it on a 5.5 out of 10. Because, say it with me guys, butter is better. Butter is better. Butter is better. Yeah, you know? You only live once, YOLO, so butter it up, bud. Don't be butthurt. Don't be butthurt. What? So, I simply grab my knife that's not sharp and these 2 pieces of pepper that I left straggling behind. You leave no man behind. I slice off a couple slabs into this guy here. Boom, there's one. Maybe make this one a little thinner, you know? There's 2. And that should do the trick, I think. I'm gonna wrap this butter back up and put it back in the butter shelf here. I don't know if you guys know that's what that's for, but. So now, my water is boiling. I'm gonna take the old Roganators, just pour them right in there, right? Again, garbage goes in the garbage, okay? This is just water, so you don't gotta wash it. It's boiled water. It's cleaner than unboiled water. It's cleaner than the water you would be washing it in. It doesn't make any sense to clean it, so it goes back in its home. Boom, clean as you go. I'm gonna turn this up a little bit because turn down for what? And then, you know, I'm gonna put a bit of pepper in here because pepper is good. And yeah, that's cool, I guess, if you care about stuff like that. I haven't lived here that long, so, you know, getting used to this thing, and I'm just saying, frick it. I'm gonna crank her up to the max until it's too hot, and then I'll turn it down from there. You know? I don't got all day here, so. Leave that, and then I'm gonna check on my bacon. My bacon's still got a minimum of 10 minutes. Now, when you're making pierogies, at least my way, you don't want to cook the bacon all the way. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not insane. I hate uncooked bacon. You just don't want to cook it all the way in the oven. So right now, we're gonna get ahead of the program. We're gonna grate up some cheese here. And I can hear my my fucking pierogies popping off. Something fierce. So I'm gonna go turn it down about 2-3 notches. I'll be back. So now we're just making sure our onions and our peppers don't burn. I think we use maybe half a brick of cheese. Maybe, I guess, if we're gonna be right accurate on it, maybe 2/5, 40% of a brick of cheese. So that's where we're at over there. I know a lot of people are different about how they like things. I'm gonna do something that might blow your mind here. Gonna put a little bit of brown sugar on these onions and peppers here, right? Don't judge me, bro. It's like pineapple on pizza. It's a quiet taste. All right, so we're just gonna check these rogues here. We just wanna make sure they're nice and soft, you know? These guys are pretty much there. I just dropped the pepper on the ground. I don't know if anyone's seen that. If you have a dog like I do, you're gonna wanna get that before he does, because I heard they're not very good for them. Popping. Again, something fierce. I'm gonna grab this, old strain and drain. I would advise making sure your sink is clean before you do this, because if you spill some shit into a gross sink, you're gonna want to eat it anyways, but you're gonna feel bad about it. I didn't, but I have. Okay? So now we take these pierogies and place them into here. And then give them a nice old saute around, mix them all up. Whoa, there's a rogue. That's one for the dogs. Oh yeah, there's hotness all over. This guy's good still. So, there we go. I'll bring them both back, or no, because I still need one, I guess. I'm gonna take this nice little bacon tray out here. I'm gonna drain a little bit of the grease into here before I put this back in the oven for another 5 minutes on broil. 500. Okay, so right now what I'm doing is I'm making a snack for my dogs. Tyrone! Marla! Come over here. And I'm gonna take, Tyrone! Don't even think about it. Marla, that's yours. That's yours, Marla, take it. I'm gonna turn these down a hair because I might don't want to burn them all. At least there's a couple of them, you know? That bacon really popped them off a little bit. I don't know if you want to get a close up on that shit there, but it is popping here. Let me bring it out to you. I know if this is real life, you shouldn't be bringing out bacon all the time out of the oven, but it's not real life. I live in a reality world that's not existing. What does that even mean? Okay, so you don't want to burn them, but you do want to make them crispy. There's a fine line. I personally don't mind if if mine are a little burnt, because that's how I like them, but most people just like them brown. So. Like these guys are probably a little too done, in other people's opinion, but those for me are fucking right how I want them, bud. So I like to get them so hard that you can't even cut through them, you just gotta bite through them. So now, these guys are continuing to pop off. I'm going to get my bacon and take my oven, not turn it off, I'm gonna put it back down to 350, so if anything, I should open it up like this so I can cool it down a hair. Now, I'm gonna pop this shit down here. I'm gonna clean as I go. Parchment paper. And not put it right in the garbage because it's a plastic bag and it'll fucking melt it. So don't do that, because I caught myself at the last second. Boom, look at that, win one for me. So now I come back up in here, take my bacon I just brought over here. Maybe don't touch it because it's probably pretty hot because it did just come out of the oven. You just want to cut it up into pieces that are relatively small, or really whatever size you want. I got about 8 slices I'm going through here. So again, make sure you cut all the way through because if not, it'll suck because you have to do it again. You're gonna want to go with the non-sharp side of the knife, just so you don't fuck your knife up. And then we're gonna trim this back up a hair. Mix that bacon up in there. You see that? Look at that. Looking dope, guys. And now, the secret, I don't know if I have any. I got a bit. My aunt's coming over tonight. Put a bit of old Aunt Jemima up in that shit. I'm telling you, don't knock it till you try it. So now, I'm gonna leave it at a 7 on the Richter scale. And drink, bud. I might even cover it for a second. But no, I won't. I got this same parchment paper and pan that I used for the bacon, because I was like, why am I gonna get a whole other thing and reuse it? Like, what's the point? It tastes like bacon anyways. So, boom, it's better to use that. If anything, it's gonna make it better. So, gonna saute this on 7 for a little bit and possibly 5. All right, bud? All right, so looks like this is ready to go. You're gonna take it. I guess I don't want to block the shot, right? I'm new to this cooking show thing. Spread out nice and evenly, kind of like a nacho, you know? You don't want it all lumped up together. You want to have every part covered. Because what are we doing next? Well, we will be putting cheese on it after it bakes for about 10-15 minutes. So it was 5. Now it's 15. Hey. If you don't have Tupperware, you should have some because you can put leftovers in it. All right. Just finished taking the dogs out. I'm gonna wash my hands, obviously, and check on this food. It should be about 15 minutes, so we'll see what happens. All right, so yeah, just as I suspected, the food is ready for the final touches, which is this. A whole bunch of cheese up on here. 2/5 of a brick to be exact. Yeah, so then put all this cheese on here, try and evenly distribute it. And what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna save a little bit of extra cheese to give to your dogs. And if you don't have dogs, you're probably fucking dumb. All right, Tyrone, sit down. Sit down now. Hey, Tyrone, sit. I got probably less than 5 minutes left until my cheese and everything's melted. My pierogies are ready to go. And like I stated earlier, I don't want to be stuck doing all these dishes after. Self-explanatory, Bob. I don't tell people what I'm doing. Clean up all my little leftover mess so there's nothing to deal with. There we go. My food should be ready any minute. I got about 2.5 minutes of dishes left. A nice cold beer. Oh, it's empty. A nice cold beer. And we just wait a couple more minutes. Let's get a gander at these maybe, huh? Oh yeah, look at those puppies in there. 2 more minutes indeed, my friends. Pop a couple plots down here. Me and my friend Bob. Alright, now for my pierogies, what I'll be dipping in, my one sauce that I like to use is sour cream and salsa mixed together. You see? And my other will just simply be maple syrup. I will alternate one to the other. That's how I do it. No, wait. We can give these guys one quick broil, 1 quick minute on broil, and I'm gonna show you this nice little mixture I'm gonna make. So you really don't need a lot because like I said, I'm only having half my pierogies like this, so. Me, I like more salsa than sour cream. I learned this back in the place where I originally learned how to cook. And me, I think it's bomb. I don't know what other people think, but just mix that shit up together. A nice little coolness with the spice to it as well. And it really pops off on a pierogi, I gotta say. So here we go, broil, broil.
Broil, broil, these look delicious.
So we'll bring them over here. How many you want, Bob?
6.
You want to get a good bunch of bacon in there too. See, that's the bacon right there. So there's 5 in there. Give you 6, and we'll give you one more just in case, you know. Get a couple of these goodies scraped up from the plate. Spread out the goodness across there. Now me, I'm more of about a 12, 15 guy myself. That's what, 6, 10, 11. That'll do the trick, and that's enough right here for leftovers for my girlfriend. And that way everyone's happy. And we eat. Freaking A, bud, and there's your pre-rogues. A little hot? Oh, good. You should have waited. You always wait. You're gonna get a blister on the roof of your mouth. It's really good. All right, well, after you saw my cameraman Bob show the wrong way how to eat a pierogi, we're gonna show you the right way. First things first, you're gonna wanna have a cool beverage in case your mouth does get too hot. Take a little sip first, make sure your mouth cools down. Secondly, the pre-discussed dip. Notice on Bob's plate he had no dip. The coolness of the sour cream and the salsa, both freshly from the fridge, will definitely cool down that pierogi. Now thirdly, and most importantly is, you're gonna wanna cut the pierogi in half with your fork before biting into it. I know mine are a little crunchy and they're hard to get in there, but that's what cools it off. I've learned my lesson. A potato sticks to your gums or your cheek, frick will it burn you good. Now you take a little and a little. C'est magnifique. All right, and that's all I'm cooking. I'll see you next week. Let me know if you made this. And if it was any good. Catch you later.
Kyle on Cooking was performed in front of a live studio audience. Remember, no animals were harmed during the making of this show, except for pork.
Whoa! Do not go in there!